Good morning, guys. So we are on the highway. Just got on 470 here, closest exit from my house. So I'll kind of be doing check-ins along this trip and just showing you fuel economy with both campers. That's kind of the reason why I'm doing this is I'm towing out, from this intro of the video, you'll know I'm towing out a bumper pull travel trailer. It is a Keystone 34 BIPR, which if you look it up is a almost a 38-foot bumper pull. It is a monster. I'm driving it out to Norfolk, Nebraska to trade it in for a fifth wheel. I won't say what it is till I get there so you guys can check it out. Yeah, right now we're cruising at almost 70. I reset my trip meter, so right now my mileage is saying about 11 and a half. We are engines at 188, trannies at 138, outside temperature, ambient air is at 43 degrees. I do not have, this is a 2019 Ram 2500 with a Cummins, so that means it's got a 48 RFE. I do have a pedal monster. It's on about middle city mode right now, but I track gear, I track distance between regens and rail pressure on here. So yeah, we'll check in every once in a while. It's about a 7-hour trip. We are going to Norfolk, Nebraska, so I'll check in every once in a while and we'll just kind of do some updates like that. Catch you guys in a bit. Alright guys, we are at a half a tank now. You can see down there I'm showing about just over 10.5 miles per gallon. So a couple things about this truck on this trip. I am in tow haul mode. I've got my exhaust brake set on auto. And the rig itself is I have it on 35s, so these are 35-inch Falcon Wild Peak AT3Ws. Guys, I cannot recommend this tire enough. They're quiet. They are snow rated. They're mountain peak, snowflake rated, whatever, so you don't get pulled over going over the pass here in Colorado. They're quiet. I put them on at I don't know, just under 10,000 miles, and so I've got about 20,000 plus on them, and they're just wearing great. So anyway, can't recommend it enough. I'm hauling and towing every day, so yeah, we're doing good here. Come down here to some temperatures, sitting at 186, trannies at 167, oils at 185. No regens yet. Fuel's at about 21K. When we pull a hill, it'll go up to 22, 23. I am doing 75. Typically I do 70 pulling my trailer, my camper, but I've got 14 plus hours of driving to do today, so I'm trying to cut down on as much of that as I can. Let me scroll down here scroll over rather. Fuel filters coming up here soon. My DPF is still showing 0 grams, so yeah, she's running clean. I do run hot shot treatment through definitely one through every tank at oil changes, and then I'll do that daily stuff every once in a while. This is a 2019 Cummins, so it does have a CP4. Unfortunately, I've had zero issues, knock on wood. And you know, it's treated me really well. I do have a code, an intermittent check engine light that comes on. It has caused zero drivability issues, but basically it's an EGR overflow code. I think it's P0402. I have had it checked out at the dealer. They do have a new EGR ordered for me. I'm just trying to schedule a day for me to get it in there and drop it off. Like I said, I use this rig for towing for work every day, so it's hard for me to give it up. So yeah, we're doing good here. We've got just over 5 hours to go, 354 miles left to get to the RV dealership. Check back here in a little bit. Alright guys, just passed through Kearney, Nebraska. You can see down here, this is my first region. So once that cycle's done, it'll show there on the middle right how many miles it was since my last one. Truck's running good. We are sitting, we're doing 75, 186 coolant, 168 tranny, 186 oil temp. Yeah, no issues. That check engine light has not come on so far, so we're doing well there. Again, that doesn't do any, it doesn't affect any drivability, so it's just, I want to get it fixed before I trade this in. But yeah, trucking along. We are, check on mileage, it's actually gone up to 11. It was sitting at about 10.6 forever, and now it's crept up to 11 so far. You can see we've driven about 370 miles. We got 136 miles left to the dealership, so a couple hours. Put me there right before 2 o'clock. So doing good. We'll check in here in a bit. Alright guys, just filled up again. Everything's running great. No issues. I just want to show you the weights here on the camper we're trading in. So you look here, our cargo weight can be up to 2,100 pounds, or 2,120, but the GVWR for this is 9,400. So you know, you figure pin weight's at least 750. It's a long unit. Let me back up here. It's a long bumper pull, man. It's a big wind sail, but it tows really nice with that cone on there. So yeah, we get back on the road. All right guys, so I had to get in and out of that dealership pretty quick because again, I'm driving 14 hours today total, so I wanted to get back on the road to head home. But the new unit's behind me, and initial impressions of, first of all, the difference between towing a bumper pull travel trailer and a fifth wheel are night and day. Honestly, you feel, I feel with the fifth wheel hitch system and style, you're so much more in control. Having that weight centered over your rear axle, even with a 3/4 ton truck. This is not a 1 ton, this is a 3/4 ton, but I do have airbags. I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, it's you can, well, now you can't really see anything behind me, but it is, it's a unit, man. You can see the nose up there. I'll do a little video walkthrough of what we got and why. But yeah, initial impression, I'm doing great right now. I'm sitting, I mean, it's pulling it great. So the weight differences are pretty significant. Our old travel trailer, empty, weighed about 7,500 roughly, maybe a little more. This one empty weighs over 12,000. So it is a significant weight difference, but the different styles of hitches, you know, being a fifth wheel compared to the old travel trailer, feels so much more secure going down the road. It's just so much easier to track straight, and you know, it does the up and down movement, I would say, going over bumps is a little more pronounced, but there's, you know, the side to side swaying, you know, that you feel with the travel trailer, especially in high wind, is pretty much gone. Even though the profile of this fifth wheel is so much higher. So yeah, it's behind me. At my next fuel stop, I'll hopefully I get to a fuel stop before it gets dark, but I'll jump out and kind of show you the overall setup. Real quick, I do have my airbags. I run Airlift 5000s with the Air 1 system, and they are at 80 pounds, and it feels pretty good. So the style of hitch that I got, we originally ordered a Reese Goose box, which I was pretty pumped about because it does have the shock absorber and the airbag built into it. It's a pretty slick setup, but for some reason, I'll call it the frame cage, where the goose box would be bolted to the fifth wheel, the one that Forest River uses, just, it didn't line up. The shop said they couldn't get it to line up, so they had a different option called oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the name, a Demco, I forget the model name, but anyway, it's a fifth wheel attachment, kingpin attachment to your fifth wheel ball. I'll show you what it looks like. I had never seen them before, but basically it attaches to your ball. It has a frame, you know, a triangular frame that sits around it for support. It's a 21K rated, and then your kingpin setup sits on top of that. So it's pretty slick. It's light. You can take it in and out, and it is height adjustable. So there's 3 different height adjustments, and honestly, I don't know if you can see out my window. No, you can't. But when we first put the fifth wheel down on the truck, obviously my truck's leveled, so it squatted way down. I didn't have any air in the bags. But the camper itself was sitting almost perfectly level. So once I pumped the airbags up, now, you know, it's a little nose high. It's got a little California lean to the fifth wheel itself. So what I think I'm going to do is lower the kingpin adjustment down one more level. It can go one more down, and that way when I'm aired up, when the airbags are aired up, we're sitting more level. But anyway, right now I got 0 complaints, guys. This thing's towing great. It's tracking really well. Feels good behind the truck. And honestly, I mean, I know the pin weight maxes me out on payload, so it's, you know, once I put my family and all our gear and everything that we store in the camper in there, I'm definitely way overloaded, so I do need a 1-ton. But I'm impressed that, you know, this 3/4 ton, especially with the coil spring rear end that these 3/4 ton Rams have, is handling this well. But that is due to the airbags too. My airbags are making all the difference in the world right now, so super happy I have those. Yeah, we'll check back in at the next fuel stop, and hopefully I'll have enough daylight to show you guys the setup. See you guys in a bit. Alright, YouTube, this is my last driving update on this trip. Almost home. And if you look down there at the trip meter, just crossed 1,000 miles. So 1,000 just under 16 hours. We've got about 20 minutes left till I'm home. Just a couple, updates on the truck. So my check engine light, as you can see, did come on. Again, it's a P0402 code on this Cummins. It's an EGR overflow alert. It doesn't cause any drivability issues necessarily, but it's something the dealership is going to address for me. So over here you'll see 579 miles on the last regen. So all this highway driving is really good, obviously for your DPF. I am doing 70 with this fifth wheel behind me. With the travel trailer on the way out there, I was doing 75. So I'm cruising right about 1750 on RPMs. Save a little fuel that way. But if you look down there, my mileage out with the travel trailer was right about 11.1, and now the average on the way back has dropped down to 9.1. So with this bigger, heavier unit, I've lost 2 miles per gallon, to be expected with the higher profile and heavier weight, obviously. But the truck's performed really well. I will say that because my airbags, have saved the day, it all but confirms that, I'm definitely going to be going ahead with my 1-ton purchase. The extra payload to help with all this weight, especially once I get my family and all our gear, coolers, get the camper loaded up with all our normal stuff that we haul in it. I'm really going to be needing that extra payload. So, if these airbags were to fail for any reason, I'd be squatting so bad that, the drivability of it would just be terrible. So, I don't want to run into that issue if that were to happen. But yeah, just crossed 1,000 miles in one day. Again, I drove from Aurora, Colorado to Norfolk, Nebraska. It really wasn't bad. No major issues, knock on wood. Other than, that check engine light coming back on. No big deal. Made it safe. I'll be home in about 15 minutes now. And I'll do another little, I'll end the video tomorrow in the daylight and show you what I hauled back. We're pretty pumped about this camper. All the room inside it for our 3 kids, the bigger master bedroom, bathroom, and all the features on this rig are pretty sweet. So I'll update you guys tomorrow, and that'll be the end of the video. Catch you tomorrow. All right, Millie, how much do you love the new camper?
I love it so much.
Sloane, do you love the new camper?
Don't let me do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm not putting you in there. Jeez. All right, guys. So it is the morning after, and here is the new rig. So this is what I drove to Norfolk, Nebraska for yesterday. It is a Cedar Creek 377BH. So it's a bunkhouse model, mid-bunk model, and it's got the loft area above the bunk. I'm not going to go inside right now, but this thing is sweet, guys. I tell you, it's got so many features that come standard that are just make it worth the money. I'll start down here. It's got the road armor suspension. This thing tracks amazing. It's on G-rated tires, so they're gonna last. They're 14-ply G-rated tires. It is a six jack system, hydraulic system. Everything on this unit is hydraulic, including the slides. So this, and then there's 3 on the other side: bedroom, the bunk room, and the kitchen slide on the other side. So it's got a big awning. It does have the option, you can see that black strip right there, for slide awnings as well. Frameless windows, beautiful exterior. I love the updated Cedar Creek paint scheme, or graphic scheme. And I will do a separate review on the pin box that I got, but there's a quick look at the front. You can see it rides pretty tall above the bed of the truck there. So I think what I'm gonna do is use the adjustability of the pin box that I have and turn that down. There's one more adjustment down for it, so this thing sits more level. Coming around the back of it is, I love the design of the back as well. Oh, window's open. So this is reflective, actually. The Cedar Creek logo is reflective. They just added this year for the 22s, they added the vertical taillights. Those actually work. It's obviously got the prep for the backup camera, whisper quiet ACs, and it does have a hitch. So I'll probably be putting we do have a cargo cage that I'll put on there and put coolers and generator if we need it. Ladder to the full walkable roof. This is the kitchen slide. The bunk room slide, and then the master bedroom slide up there. All hydraulic. 10-gallon water heater, furnace, hydraulic system in there with the battery. Access to your underbelly storage and all your your water panel and everything in there. It does have just one, which I love, just one dump station. And the freshwater drain, one complaint about this so far is that's your freshwater drain right there. I know in a lot of fifth wheels, bigger units will have like a automatic, not an automatic, but it will have like a 1.5 or 2 inch quick drain, so you can dump your fresh water quickly. But anyway, small complaints. So yeah, let me show you the numbers on this so you can see the weight differences. So on here, let's see. So it is on G-rated tires, like I said. And where the heck is it? Here we go. So GVWR, 16,135 pounds. So it's a pretty big unit. Empty weight, dry weight. They give it to you in kilograms, 6,200. So it's a little over 12,000 pound dry weight. But it's got a lot of cargo room. It tracks really well with the suspension system. And yeah, it's the 3/4 ton with just me in there, no gear, no water. I know I goobered some def on there, but it did okay. But yeah, this is what I went to Norfolk, Nebraska for. Hope you guys liked the video. Kind of showed you some performance things on the truck and how it handled both campers. But I'll do a different review on this and the new pin box as well, and we'll catch you guys next time.